Hi, I am Laura Diehl, author, speaker, and bereaved parent. Today, I want to talk to you about being around other people who are a mess like us after the death of our child. I know for me personally, my daughter died a little over 9 years ago, so it's been a while for me. Not a long time, but long enough, right? And what it was like for me in the beginning, first of all, I didn't know of any support groups in my area, but if I had, I'm not sure I would have gone to any, because what I pictured was being with a bunch of people who were a mess like me, that we would go and sit around and we would boo-hoo about our kids, and I would leave feeling worse than when I went. And it was a couple of years after Becca died that I actually forced myself, I made myself go to a weekend conference for bereaved moms. And what I discovered there is how incredibly healing it was to be around a bunch of other people who were a mess like me. They got it. I didn't have to explain anything. I could cry without judgment, anybody looking at me weird. I was instantly comforted. I could laugh without feeling guilty that I was laughing. It was just so wonderful to be around a group of people who understood it. And I could talk to Becca and not have people feel awkward and they wanted to hear about her. It turned out to be a wonderful thing. It's interesting because yesterday I read something that I hadn't heard before. Apparently, statistics show that if you have lost your child in a long-term illness kind of a thing, it takes about the first 6 months, those parents are more ready to find support and get into a group. Those who lost their children suddenly and unexpectedly, like through a car accident or maybe suicide, they take quite a bit longer. It's more like up to a year before those parents feel like they're ready to find a support group and surround themselves with other people who get it. And I'm guessing that's because it takes longer to process. For me, our daughter did have a long-term illness, a heart issue. She needed a heart transplant. It was heart damage caused by chemotherapy she had when she was only 3 years old. But so for us, we had this process. I mean, not that I wasn't blindsided or shocked when she died, but it was just always there. It was constant knowing that this could end her life. And so I understand that. So, but wherever you are in your process, and whether it was a sudden loss or a long term kind of loss like I experienced, I really do want to encourage you to find support. Get with other parents who can understand. I was at a conference a couple summers ago. It was last summer, I guess, and there was a mom there, newly bereaved. It had only been a few weeks for her, and she almost didn't come. She had been through that shock period of I'm strong, I can do this, and then all of a sudden that shock wears off and you just take this huge dive down into that dark pit. And she had just started taking that dive down. She wasn't going to come. It was like her husband put her in the car and said, "You are going, you signed up for this, you need this, you're going." And she was so glad that she did, because it helped her understand that all of these things that she was starting to deal with and feel, and just every part of this was normal. And so, and it put her in a place where she had instant support right when she needed it. So I really want to encourage you, whether it's a local support group or an online support group, it really is a healing thing. And I know sometimes, I know for our local group, we had a mom that came and then she quit for a while, and then I heard from her and said, "Are you still meeting? I think I'm ready to come." And it's because sometimes we go to those groups and we feel like I don't belong here. I should not belong here. It's just another final just that finality of being in a group surrounded by other people who've lost their children. And I get that there are all kinds of reasons why we're just not ready. But I want to encourage you to give it a try, and find a group that will walk you through this and help you understand and let you know that what you're going through is normal. It's all normal, and you're not alone. I do have something for you to check out, especially if you're ready for some kind of support. When Becca died, I went on a cruise by myself, and it was wonderful because everything was taken care of. All I had to do was process my grief and my loss. And it was so healing, and it was so wonderful. And when I came back from that, I know I had the thought, man, I think all bereaved parents, all grieving parents should go on a cruise. And so when we started our ministry of GPS Hope, it was like, I have to figure out how to get a cruise for bereaved parents. And we have done it. We are part of, it's called the Grief Cruise, and they take grief cruises. It's for any loss, but we are going to have our own set of workshops in the grief seminar just for parents who have lost a child. If you are interested, it's in December of this year of 2021. So there's plenty of time to set money aside and pay for it. There's a refund on the cabins up through September 21st. So that's good to know. All of the information is on a web page. Go to gpshope.org/cruise. All the information will be there, and you'll be able to, if you click the button to register or get more information, you'll be able to talk to Linda, the woman who heads all of this up. So I really encourage you, check out this cruise. You will not be sorry if you join us on this. So, with all of that being said, I just want to reiterate, it really is healing to be around a bunch of other parents who are a mess like you, like me. So I want to encourage you to find that support as soon as you feel like you're able to. I am Laura Diehl, founder of GPS Hope, a grieving parent sharing hope.